Hey, collective. I'm glad you could join me. I'm going to do a reading that I call Sunday Service. I already have opened up the Bible and randomly chose a passage, a page. I've read it. I opened up to 2 Kings chapter 2, verse 6. This is the story of Elijah is taken up to heaven. And it's kind of interesting that the last reading I did was about what's going on right now. And in that reading, there were many of you in the collective that were processing some scorpionic energy while staying grounded. But at the same time, also unbinding a lot of karmic ties you had spiritually, 111, as I say this, that you had spiritually with family, friends, karmic family, karmic friends, soul ties that were there to teach you a lesson so that you can move on. And the advice in that reading was keep enduring, maintaining your devotion. It is very, very uncomfortable for some of you more than others, depending on your synastry. But that was very much about you, the collective, being a light worker, being a chosen one, being seen as an Elijah figure, who in this story, Elijah is speaking to one of his own. Kings 2, chapter 2, verse 6. Then Elijah said to him, "Tarry here, I pray you, for the Lord has sent me to the Jordan." But he said, "As the Lord lives, and as you yourself live, I will not leave you." So the two of them went on. 50 men of the sons of the prophets also went and stood at some distance from them, as they both were standing by the Jordan. Onyx, what you just heard, you might be hearing the smoke alarm that's been going on off in my building for 4 hours now, 5 hours now. There's a lot of shady stuff going on in my building. But my cat, my buddy, just spilled over my bag of runes. He's reading them now. All right. So the two of them went on. 50 men of the sons of the prophets also went and stood at some distance from them, as they both were standing by the Jordan. Then Elijah took his mantle and rolled it up and struck the water, and the water was parted to the one side and to the other, till the two of them could go over on dry ground. When they had crossed, Elijah said to Elisha, "Ask what I shall do for you before I am taken from you." And Elisha, the servant, said, "I pray you, let me inherit a double share of your spirit." And he said, "You have asked a hard thing. If you see me as I am being taken from you, it shall be so for you. But if you do not see me, it shall not be so." And as they still went on and talked, behold, a chariot of fire and horses of fire separated the two of them. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven. And Elisha saw it, and he cried, my father, the chariots of Israel and its horsemen." And he saw him no more. I think Enoch ascended and became Metatron. Was it Elijah ascended and became Sandalphon? Let's ask the Angel Tarot for more messages on this story, Spirit. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks for your donations, for your likes, for your shares, your comments. Thank you for checking out the description box for my services. In addition to considering myself a Hierophant, I am an MBTI certified practitioner. I'm also NLP certified, yet the focus of my work and my services is combining cognitive functions theory, your egoic way of thinking. I educate people on how we can actually change the way we think and perceive, the way we judge reality. I combine this with your astrology. 644 as I say that. I combine it with your astrology, and also we can talk about attachment style. We can talk about narcissist wounding. We can talk about complex post-traumatic stress disorder. We can talk about spiritual warfare and cutting karmic ties that bind. We can talk about anything spiritual, about ego death processes, how we kill the ego that is bringing fear into our life in places where we need to kill it off, to replace it with more light and spirituality as we move from the dark Piscean age into the age of Aquarius. Page of Swords. First card out. Here, God, the refuge, governs dreams and reveals mysteries hidden from mortals. How's that just start out? I'd say you're learning something and or communicating. These dreams and communicating them, revealing them, it seems, to mortals where it's been hidden. I like this as the second card out. Empress, God the Father, the generous, fertility and fruitfulness assures peace between married couples. In a prior reading collective, I was talking about those bonds created in our sacral energy with those from our past even. At this time as a collective, everybody's processing this. You may have in your dreams of late, or just in your waking dreams. I do a lot of lucid dreaming. Been taken back to past relationships, or out of the blue, somebody comes into your heart space, or coming into your sacral. Ace of Wands. Fertility and multiplicity, protects against despair, helps one be patient. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. An ace is always given by the divine. It's a new start. It's interesting in this deck how it calls for patience, or it gives you strength to be patient. Especially here in the sacral, you've got the Empress energy. It doesn't matter if you're what gender you are. It's just all energy, and they're all related to the signs, the zodiac, and the planets that make up, and the stars that make up energy. There's a new spiritual fire that you have, that you're being called to utilize, that is requiring patience, like a slow spiritual burn. Like Elijah riding on that chariot of fire, well supported by the divine and by the angels who are helping your transport, asking you to be patient at this time in your solar plexus. Wow. In your heart space, the Emperor. Aries energy. First card of the major card number 1 of the major arcana. Sorry, card number 4. What I wanted to say. Card number 4. So the heart space. Here it reads, political authority gives safe travel and protects against conspiracies. I was just saying that Elijah traveled safely, was protected on his journey. In your throat, 8 of Cups, God, the pleasure of man's children, transformation, gives consolation in adversity. Transformation gives consolation in adversity. Eight of Cups is Piscean energy, mutable water energy in your throat space. It's an energy of transformation, giving you consolation in adversity. With this Ace of Wands helping and protecting against despair. You are taking refuge right now with this Page of Swords. And the divine is helping you be patient. Whatever death energy in your third eye is going on. Major Arcana, Scorpio. So a combination of Mars and Plutonian energy. The planet Mars, masculine, personal planet, and Pluto, a generational planet, and the furthest from us that has an interesting effect on us, Pluto. It's a binary system, actually. Its satellite, Charon, and it have an interesting relationship where they actually expel different elements that they're comprised of onto the other one. It's a planet or a binary system, Pluto is, that is about relationships. And the relationship that each individual has with relationship. All right. Get one more card for the crown. Knight of Wands, God the good in himself, protection, prevents discovery of secret crimes, saves exiles. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling exiled. Of course, if you identify as a starseed or a chosen one, you might be gang stalked. And if you are feeling this, and if you're not, but you are feeling this collective pull on you right now energetically, that is taking a lot of and experiencing a lot of Mars energy, Scorpionic energy, Pluto. This is about action and change. Death and rebirth, like Elijah. His was it son? But the other Elijah, he was told, well, you know, if you don't look for me, essentially, I've given you, a heads up. I will be leaving. I'm being asked to go elsewhere. So if you continually look for me after I've been called away on my mission, you will not reap the rewards of our time together. But if you let me go and not look for me, but look for what is for you, then you're sure to be heading in the direction of happiness, contentness, being content, being the emperor and the empress. We have them both out here, along with death. Page of Swords and in first card, last card out, seventh card is Knight of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag. Fastest moving knight, protection, prevents discovery of secret crimes, saves exiles. Exiles, Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck. This is Libra energy. The God of Trinity, mission, protects against slander and impious people. You get 3 cards of action for the collective. I hope this is resonating with you. Check out the description box for more information about me. Please subscribe for more angel messages, readings for the different rising signs. All right. Third card out. All right, I'll take both of them. Interesting. Wow. All right. This is a big message. All right, so first card out. I was wanting to pull 3 to see what steps are going to lead you in the right direction. First card out, 6 of Wands. God who took evil, longevity, protects against infirmities. Second card out, 6 of Cups. 6 of Wands would be Leo energy, fixed fire. Second card out, 6 of Cups. God who stirs all men, motivation, lifts up those who are fallen and humiliated. And then 2 came out. at the same time equaling 6. So 6 of Wands came out first, 6 of Cups, and then we have Ace of Swords, affinity and friendship, obtain the friendship of anyone, and 5 of Cups, prosperity, destruction of the enemy, and deliverance from bondage. 5 and 1 is a third 6, and they did pop out together. I wasn't going to take the Ace of Swords because it showed up in my last reading for the collective, but then I saw the 5 of Cups behind it and was told to keep it because, and consider it 6, because on the bottom, 6 of Pentacles. The favorable God, divine grace, cures rage and pestilence, absolves the guilty. My lovely, lovely collective, whatever you're going through, I feel you. We just got to stick it out. Some of us have hit rock bottom in a new way that we feel is going to propel us into a new lifestyle completely, but we've had to sever old karmic ties. And I know some of you are still struggling with being gang stalked and manipulated. Definitely my services on my website, I can help you out. And within the next 12 hours, I'll have a, no, it won't even take that long. I will have a new service that you can book if you just wanted to, if you wanted somebody to talk to about your spiritual warfare, being chosen, being gang stalked, hitting rock bottom spiritually, going through dark night of the soul. I will put a special service just for a phone call at a reasonable rate. And I don't mind throwing some cards while we do connect. Or you can book me for a full-on reading. That also includes an MBTI assessment, natal astrological chart reading, and introduction, and also calculation of your sacred numerology, all combined with 60 minutes of tarot, oracle reading. You can have access to my NLP certification and training. Also my experience in the film and television industry, performing arts. So, or if you're wanting, and I love doing these readings, all my readings that you can book right now will include the MBTI assessments. But the new one I'll put up that will be just Hierophant services, a time where we can book. I'll throw some cards for you, but it'll be mostly you come to me with your problem, your issue, for advice on how to maneuver through it for the highest good of everyone. I'll have that as a booking service on my website, Entpgathering.com. And with that, if you're not interested in services, you're good, and this resonated with you, and you want to donate, you can find the links in the description box. Once again, thank you, and you've got 4 6s to end off. 666. This is a number that is whose meaning is debatable, I guess we can say, but in numerology and the way that I experience the energy of 6. It's actually, in my numerology, my challenge number. And it happens to be my Enneagram type. Anyway, there are no coincidences. 6 is the number of the higher mind. It's the number of self-love. It's the number of love of the tribe. Identifying with groups in a way, and understanding the dynamics between the individual and the collective. It's also a very psychic number, as the 6th house is ruled by Virgo, which is ruled by Mercury. And the 6th house is all about the mind-body connection. It's about routines, it's about work, yes, but it is a mind-body connection center. And the 3rd house is our mind here, and to be used in the material world, so kind of like our ego. And then our 9th house is our spiritual mind, higher mind. All right, I hope this helps. I hope to see you next time. Thank you.